I can't control for that. It's stupid.
That's fair.
It just goes at whatever speed it wants. That's always the problem. It's just like...
Anyway, I think we're on, so hi.
What is... Okay, hold
We're on.
Okay. My side hasn't acknowledged that yet. Give it a moment.
Mine has.
What?
I said mine has.
Oh, incoming call? And is that an Amazon package about to be at my door? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mate.
Uh-oh. I might have to go do stuff.
Mate.
Well, Thursdays are never good. Thursdays are Thursdays, and Fridays are Fridays. Fridays are just as bad as Thursdays sometimes. Wait. Did that just ship? Why did that ship? What is happening? Why, Amazon? Why? Okay. I think I'm good now. I think I'm fine now. I've dealt with everything, unless I get a voicemail.
I see the turntables have turned.
Unless a voicemail shows up in the next minute, telling me that there's something I actually have to do, because I get calls from random numbers all the time, and a lot of those random numbers I actually know the people, and they have to leave a message, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I should be doing that.
Yep.
It should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway.
I don't know how the intro normally goes because...
Mate.
What do you...
Is that Lorenzo's job usually?
Yeah.
Ah.
Lorenzo, it's your job to do the intro. Lorenzo, do the intro.
Yeah.
Joey, do the intro.
Alright, hey guys, welcome to the Planime podcast. I'm not Lorenzo, I'm Joey. I know, weird, right? I'm here, Lorenzo's in the chat. Anyway, speaking of things that are different, we're not watching anything action oriented. We're just watching Love Live.
What do you mean not watching something action oriented? Bakemonogatari wasn't action oriented.
Wait, does my mic not working?
Good job, Lorenzo.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the Planime podcast. This week we are talking about Love Live, and I'm busy watching Legend of Korra, so I'm gonna go. Anyway,
okay,
good luck with the stream. I'll be watching, but not really paying attention.
Go return to the basement, Lorenzo.
I will return to the basement.
Quick, before Overly finds out.
He was broadcasting live from the basement. But as Lorenzo has just said, we're doing Love Live this week.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
Joey.
It was my week.
Yeah.
So, okay, important first question, Nicko.
Mm-hmm.
Who was best girl?
From Punny Girl Senpai.
I meant for this anime.
I had to say it.
I know.
I mean, if you're saying who's my favorite character, because most of them suck. Up until they started giving her more screen time, it was a blue-haired girl.
Oh, Umi?
No. The other one. Up until she started getting more screen time, she was the best one. And then they started giving her more screen time. And then she started to show character traits that are just no.
That blue hair other than, because if you're talking about Nozomi, that's purple.
That is totally blue.
You're talking about the grabby one, right?
Yes. In the beginning, she was really cool. That is not purple.
That is purple.
That is indeed purple. I would just like to say that the way I was watching this, that was not purple. It was definitely blue, and if I could pull up an image from what I was watching, how I was watching it, you would definitely say it was blue.
Well, mate, mine was no filter.
I'm now looking at all of their hair colors, and all of their hair colors are slightly different than what I saw. So I probably...
Hey, at least you didn't say the orange one. Otherwise, I feel like we would have been very confused as to which one you were talking about.
There's only what? Okay. Now that I can
There's
see the
Haruka and Rin,
now I can
but
see
I
a
don't know
distinction.
if
Oh
whatever
God.
color.
When I
don't
thought
know.
there was 4 of them. I
See,
might just be colorblind.
maybe.
That just might be the problem here. I'm looking at
Anyway,
all their hair colors now, and I'm like, oh, I can obviously tell these hair colors apart. I can obviously say this is this hair color, this is this hair color. But while I was watching, no, like they all fell into like 3 or 4 different colors of hair.
yeah. Oh yeah, Nicko, what did you think about you?
Which one was you?
Nicko.
What is you? Who is you?
Nicko.
What?
What did you think of Nicko?
Oh, yeah, she was stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I know that like in season 2 there are a lot more like character centric episodes where we get like a lot more character development.
What do you mean? Did you watch season 1?
Yes.
There was character development.
Yes, but I mean like there's episodes for like I guess the characters who
I mean, there
I
was
don't know,
character
need a bit
development
more.
for the first 6 of them. Wait.
Yeah,
2,
I
3, 4,
know
5, 6. Yeah, for the first 6 of them, they all got character development.
Yeah, I know Nicko gets another episode in season 2, and Nozomi and Rin also get one each.
Yeah, so season 1, it's all of the original set. And then
What do you mean the original set?
the first 3 and the second set of them. And then okay, no, kind of.
No, because Rin is in the second set.
Are you sure?
Yes, the first. If you're talking about what I
where do you
you're talking
think I'm
about,
drawing the line of the second set?
when people joined,
Correct. So then
because
it
by
was
that I mean
it was
be,
the original group of 3, and then
yes,
3
Honoka,
more
Umi, and
joined.
Kotori. Yes, that's Hanayo, Rin, and Maki.
Correct. And they all got character development. All 3 of them did, and then the president kind of did.
Yeah.
That is the thing. That is what happened.
Anyway, also, random statement. I want to pet an alpaca now.
I've seen alpacas. They don't look like that.
Are they fluffy at least?
I mean, not the ones I've seen.
Mm.
I mean, like if you let their hair grow, it's kind of like they're kind of like sheep. That's how I would say the equivalent of fur is if you see them super fluffy, that means they haven't been sheared in a while.
Ah, okay. Anyway, so you said that your favorite character changed. So who is it now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
You know what
I don't. I don't really know if I liked any.
Yeah,
I don't really know if I liked any of them by the end.
Okay. So anyway, you said you had some problems with the show?
I have a lot of problems. Where shall I begin?
In chronological order, preferably?
Then I don't know. Because they're ranked in an order in my head, and that would require me remembering how this show went.
Fine. Do it your way then. It's your podcast.
Okay. Basically, episode 11 through 13 have a problem with that.
Okay, yeah. First off, are we allowed to swear on the podcast?
Lorenzo? I don't remember. Have I sworn on the podcast? I probably have.
I don't know.
I know you did last time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Lorenzo, have I sworn on the podcast?
I mean, I won't just to be safe, but there were so many times where because I remember because I was this was a rewatch for me, so I knew what happened during those episodes and it's like there was just so many times where I just started pulling at my hair and just went and just yelled the F word.
It was stupid. I understand that this is a 13 episode thing, and when they originally made it, it followed the normal, as I will call it, 13 episode rule of moe anime, which is right as you're about to get to the end of it, you're supposed to, right in those last few episodes, throw in some sort of drama to make people watch the last 3 of them or the last 2 of them or whatever,
and then have
it be completely resolved by that last episode, so that going into season 2 you can start completely fresh.
Now, does there have to be an explanation as to how it's solved?
I mean, most of the ones I've seen had an explanation on how it was solved.
Because if there's one huge nitpick I had about that,
it was how it was solved.
Yes,
that was stupid, and I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming literally like from the beginning of that whole, like, as soon as they started talking about it, I was like, I've seen enough anime to know exactly how this is gonna end. But that doesn't mean I'm less pissed.
Also, Katane made it clear that it's too late. I couldn't say no anymore. So how did she say no?
She didn't. She just kind of ran away, and they did a performance, which means her mom was there looking at her like, "Oh yeah, I knew this was gonna happen." Like, no.
It's like, I realized they probably explain it at the start of season 2, if they do.
I don't know how you get around explaining that, man.
Yeah, because like I think the start of season 2 is there's going to be another Love Life.
You know, but it quite possibly very easily could be that the solving for it, as I don't know how it's going to be solved if it is. The solving for it could have been that the mom was very much in contact with this person, saying from the beginning, hey, she's in an idol group. They might convince her to stay, and them all just kind of sitting there like, well, if she can make her choice whenever she wants, and it's your money that we're wasting on the plane ticket if she doesn't decide to come.
Yeah, but just like, yeah. Oh, actually, that makes sense. Because what I was thinking was she was pulling a long con to test her and Honika's friendship.
No, they definitely were like, oh, she's gone, and I was just kind of sitting there like, I know she's not leaving. That's not how this works.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
And then the whole, okay, we'll come back to this point if we want to, but the whole thing about her not, all of them saying, oh no, don't blame yourself, don't blame yourself. No, it was all her fault. She stayed out, she ran in the damn rain, she was practicing way too much. It's all her damn fault.
Yeah.
She would have said that, all of them would have been like, yeah, it was definitely all your fault.
And also, taking this from experience, I feel like it's one of those situations where it's like, what do you mean, don't blame yourself? If I blamed all of you guys, I would look like an asshole.
And another thing with that is when they pulled out of that thing for Love Live, they pulled out of the ranking,
and they had to get a new name. Like, why would they pull? Like, I understand if they wouldn't go, but why did they pull out of the ranking if they were gonna keep being a group? Because up until she said she quit and they were put on hiatus, they were still gonna be a group. So why did they basically disband the group?
Yeah, I noticed that because during the final start dash, it said that their name was No Name.
No, it was Music Start or something like that. It appeared on the laptop screen.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's like, but now your group has a new name. And also, I don't understand how rumors were getting spread about them breaking up so quickly. Because, like, did one of them just leave that and be telling all their friends, and all their friends just kept telling friends? Because it seemed like the next day at school they were like, "Oh yeah,
Gotta go
we
in
did
like
break
5 minutes. Have a good podcast. Okay, see you, Lorenzo.
Eh, but you got to leave it on in the background, Lorenzo." Um,
Yeah.
but no,
Um,
it was just like, why? Why would you? Why does everyone already know? It was like a day, and it also seemed like they were practicing like way like too infrequently for how well they were seeming to be doing, and they improved way too fast.
I understand they had to get into the top 20 by the end of it, but they got
yeah.
to the top 20 in less than a year. Like,
Yeah.
did these these idol groups just suck? And they started at rank 999, and I don't think that was just a maxed out thing. Like, once they finally got a rank, I think they just barely placed in the thousands. So is there just like a good group of idol groups that just sign up and just like don't get a rank?
Also, I kind of want to know more about some of these other idol groups just from their names. I want to know how George did, goddammit.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, they're only competing against number one. No, they're competing against all the other groups. Why don't you hear about any of
Yeah.
the other groups?
Yeah, we just know Arise.
It's a rise.
No, it's Arise.
It's A-Rise.
They say Arise in the sub, do they?
Yes, they do say it differently.
Oh, yeah, so I should probably address the elephant in the room. I watched the dub,
And I watched the sub.
and I will fully admit, this one's not great.
See, there is some good dubs,
Yeah,
like Ghost Stories.
yeah.
That one's
And
still funny.
And the School Idol Project dub was not great. I've heard in multiple ways that the Sunshine dub is pretty good too, though.
Well, maybe eventually.
Yeah. If Lorenzo gives me two more episodes.
Yeah, that'll maybe be a thing if Lorenzo wants to. Let's think. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about on that? Because I'm trying to think of more things I had a problem with.
On what?
Just it in general.
Uh
I just remembered my big thing.
oh.
Let's talk about what you want to talk about before we go into my big thing that I had a problem with.
So what did you think of the beach episode?
I knew it was coming. I was
Yeah.
just wondering how long it was going to take. I was like, this is 13 episodes, and after I saw it was going to follow the normal formula, I was like, okay, so when are we getting the beach episode? And I knew it had to be like somewhere near the end, and because
Yeah.
it's like K-On, it had to be a training camp where like they actually
Yep.
tried to do stuff.
Yep.
It had to happen eventually, and it was obvious.
Oh wait. Is your big thing gonna be the apparent parallels between Love Live and K-On?
No.
Okay.
I already told
So-
Lorenzo what my big thing was. I told him yesterday.
Fun. Okay, so who is your least favorite?
What character?
Yeah.
I like want to say Nicko, but like,
I like
Well, they
wanna
did say you are your own worst enemy.
I like wanna say that. And I probably will because
that's just the entire time. But by the end of it, I really hated the main girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
honestly,
Honestly, she kind of sucked by the end.
it's like
It was only in like those last the last stretch of episodes. Up
Yeah,
till
it's
then,
like-
she was fine. Let's go with fine.
yeah, it's like
tolerable.
Honk, what are you doing?
Why is it that you got so mad at her, even though the person who told you about it was sitting there like just as beat up about it, about not saying anything to you?
And also, she tried to tell you
Multiple times.
multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like you would see, because I really didn't know. Like I couldn't tell what the letter was about. I knew it was something about her going away or doing something that made it so she couldn't be there. I just couldn't figure out what the letter said.
Oh, and I realized that this line was probably changed in the Japanese version, but
Well,
this
the
is
regular
how
version.
that sequence went in the English version. So at the end of the Wonder Zone episode,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
be friends forever, and then the letter shows up.
It was something along those lines.
Yep.
I don't remember 100% what that line was, but it was something along the lines of "Let's keep doing this forever," or "We'll be together forever."
Yeah.
That's what the line
And then the
was.
same exact thing happened at the end of the beach episode.
God.
It's like, isn't it nice that we're all standing here together? Oh, look, potential crisis inbound. It's like, that's basically how that sequence went.
Everything always goes bad in 13 episode animes.
Yeah.
It's just how it works.
It really does not, it's not good for my anxiety.
Yeah, but if you watch enough of them, you'll know it's coming. You'll be like, "Oh, look, it's a problem."
Yeah, but then I'll just like get out of Dodge. Also, I just
Like-
need to get this out of my system, even though I did it verbally.
Mm.
There we go.
God, like Dragon Maid had it. Dragon Maid had the exact same formula. I want to say Blend S did too, but I really don't remember what the problem was in it.
Yeah.
There's a good list of them. It's basically if you go to anything with original 13 episodes. Like
It's
you
like
could
how
even say you could even say the first season of My Hero did it.
I haven't watched any of the animes you just mentioned.
Me.
Though they're all animes I want to watch at some point and definitely probably should watch. Anyway,
like Bunny
frick,
Girl
I had
did it.
something I
Bunny
wanted to
Girl did it by the end of
say.
its 13 episodes.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's like the whole thing is like every second world in a Nintendo game is desert themed.
Is it really? It's not always the second world.
I remember a guy I was watching talked about it, but that was like years ago, so the narrative might have changed by then. But I'll show it to you after the podcast.
No, but that makes a lot of sense. I feel like there always is but there's always the same. Yeah, it's kind of like that. There's always the same set of worlds in a Mario game. All of these things follow a formula. And it's kind of funny because you can be like, that's the plot point that's going to happen. But they always change it slightly, so you don't know exactly how that plot point's about to work out, but you know it's coming.
Yeah. It's like every time they reboot Spider-Man and have to kill Uncle Ben.
Just every time they have to reboot Spider-Man in general. Oh man, he's gonna get bitten by a radioactive spider. Oh man, Uncle Ben's gonna die. I can't think of anything else that happens in Spider-Man.
Neither can I. I've only seen Spider-Man 3.
Shoot,
Yes, I do realize how bizarre that statement sounds.
What do you mean? I've only played the Spider-Man 3 video game. That's my entire knowledge.
Anyway, we're getting off topic.
It doesn't matter. That's what these things devolve into.
Honestly, though, yeah, I definitely feel like I should have watched more of these.
We go off on a tangent. We go off on a tangent periodically describing something. That's just how these happen.
Oh, right. I forgot to say who my least favorite character was.
Who is your least favorite character?
Honestly, probably one of the third years.
Okay, so basically the student council president, the vice president, or the president of the original club.
Yes.
Anyone with a leadership position.
Yeah, because Nico's kind of Nico's mean. Ellie is even more so in start, and Nozomi just I don't like her whole like grabby
Yeah, I
thing.
don't like that either. It was totally fine when she was tarot card girl and she like had everything figured out. That was totally fine. That was a cool character.
But then, ooh, look, fan service.
I know. That was a problem.
Yeah. Also, apparently she can like. Also, apparently she's faster than light with that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I found a video where where she like
Oh no.
the I don't know. I hate that I'm talking about this. Apparently, when she grabbed Nicko during the studying episode,
Oh yeah, the
uh,
studying episode
yeah,
where there had to be
she
a potential problem in the middle, but that problem was very easily solved in one episode.
no, but what I'm talking about, the whole Nozomi is faster than light thing. Apparently, what they were talking about was she did the whole thing where it's like she right up and got Nicko, but at the same time, she had to go through an entire table to do so. Yeah.
Teleports behind you. Nothing
Basically, yeah.
personal, kid. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Also, mood with the whole studying thing.
Yeah, but that always happens because it's a school. Assassination Classroom did it.
I just realized I wasn't there for the podcast. How was it?
Assassination Classroom's good. I just pointed at it on my shelf.
Nice.
That's-
Man, too bad we don't have face cam.
No, it's totally fine because when we're doing these things, I push myself back like completely away from my computer and just kind of sit there rocking backwards, feeling like I'm gonna fall backwards and fall off my chair.
Honestly, mood. Okay, so were there any other minor problems you had with the show?
Minor problems. I can't think of minor problems when unless they come up to me while we're talking about something.
Oh boy. Ooh, what was your favorite song?
I don't know. My major problem is the reason that I don't know.
Uh-oh. You know what? It can't be that. I mean, my soul's probably gonna hurt either way. Just go for it.
Okay, you know what I completely just could not get behind?
What?
It switched between 2D and the CGI.
Oh, yeah.
Hated that. It made it so I literally just could not watch those sequences. I would just be sitting there like
yeah.
because it would do it, and then like it would do a close-up shot to one of them, but it would be back in 2D, and then it would flip again. It was so frustrating.
Hey, wasn't Lorenzo complaining about like switching camera angles and stuff during the Bakemonogatari episode?
Yeah.
Why does that seem familiar?
Yeah, but no, it was switching angles in the same scene. It was switching between something that looked completely out of place with its background and something that looked in place constantly.
Which one's which?
The 2D was totally fine because that's what anime is supposed to look like, unless, as I told Lorenzo, it's Land of the Luscious.
Okay.
That did really well.
Question: if it had stayed all 3D for those sequences, would you have been more fine with it?
It still would have looked completely out of place compared to the rest of them, but it wouldn't have been as bad. And what made it even worse is like when they'd watch the recordings of the songs, and everything would be drawn. All of it would,
Oh,
and then there was just that little box of it. That
Oh,
just
yeah.
looked even more out of place. It just frustrated me so much.
yeah, that's kind of the thing with most Love Live songs. Yeah, unless
Yeah,
you're
I
playing
know.
School Idol Festival All Stars, that's basically how they all go.
You're telling me this doesn't annoy you when it just keeps switching between the two of them?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember if I've seen the full PV from Tokyo Mickey Runners.
As Lorenzo brought up to me yesterday while I was talking about this exact point with him, this was one of the problems that we both pointed out with Tenku Denzai, was the stupid squid.
Oh
The
yeah.
squid looks so out of place. It's just like that. The dances
Hey, look,
are just
another
like the
callback to the
squid.
last time I was here.
It's just like the squid. It's the squid
Yeah.
all over again.
But hey, at least it's not just standing there menacingly.
No, they were dancing there.
Menacingly?
Menacingly. And also, it's the fact that when I was watching them, I understand they were supposed to move in sequence, but like it just looked so computerized.
Yeah. And there's a thing in like there's a thing that they do where to make it seem like less like I don't know, less robotic. They have the characters wink occasionally, and
Yeah.
occasionally is an understatement. There's a video from of like Love Live Sunshine where one of the scenes from there, but every time a character winks on screen, it shows it cuts to a clip of a character tripping and falling,
Okay.
and it happened probably like 30 times,
Oh.
a few times in a row.
Huh. Yeah, no, it's just odd because I understand that it's much easier to do that than to have the whole 2D throughout the entire thing,
Yay, budget.
but it looks out of place, man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely one of those you get used to it type of things.
No.
What do you mean, no?
It doesn't happen often enough to get used to it.
You know what? That's fair.
Because it happens like what? There was, other than, if you don't count the intro and the normal outro one, other than the first time it appears, there's only like 4 songs in total in that first season.
Okay, hold on. Let me
It's-
look at this.
It's like 4. It's the first one with only the 3 of them. Then it's once they add the rest, the next 3, then it's them all as a group, then it's the performance, and then there's the last one. So there's like 5.
Okay, hold on. There's System Tomorrow, which was at the end of episode 1 and also playing in the background of the finale. There was the first Start Dash. That was just the 3 of them. Then there was Korakaro no Sunday, where it was 7 of them.
Yeah.
Then it was Bokura no Life, Kimito Life, or Borarara, as I think it's the Sunshine dub calls it,
Mm.
which is the first one where it's all 9 of them. Then it was Wonder Zone, where they were all wearing maid costumes in the street.
Oh, I
You want to talk about
forgot
that episode
that
next?
one.
Yeah,
I
then
forgot
there's
that was
no
an episode.
yeah. Then there's
Which
No
is also
Brand
something
Girls,
that
where
always happens.
the one where Honoka dies at the end.
Hmm.
And then the second Start Dash, where it's the 9 of them again.
I see. So I forgot 2 of them. So
Anyway,
there was like 7. And you can't,
yes.
and you shouldn't even really count the one in episode 1. Because that's not them
Yeah,
performing.
it basically replaced the ending
Yeah.
theme.
So it was like 6 of them.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were the same song, just with different sets of people.
Honestly, though, and also, I like the version where it's just the 3 of them a lot better.
Mm.
Yeah, because here's the thing: when it switches off vocals like that, it throws me off so bad.
Mm.
Because like every line was sung by a different member, It's like I feel like it would have been better if it was like a song in season 2 where it's just like 3 of them singing all at once half the time.
Eh.
But here's the problem. I don't think Start Dash would work like that. It just feels like a song meant for just 3 people.
It technically was.
Yes, but they changed it so that it's all of them.
Yeah,
Also, before we talk about the Wonder Zone episode,
which I completely forgot about.
yes, did you listen to the ending themes?
No,
Damn it!
not always.
Because
I did periodically.
I wanted to know if you picked up that in almost every episode, it was a different character or set of characters singing.
Yeah, okay, I did notice that. It's not like I listened to them, but just the start parts, you're like, oh, that sounds like a different character.
Yeah, though I mean, there a lot of the voices. I mean, considering you're starting out, you probably won't recognize who's who.
I don't recognize
But,
who's
like-
who, but I can recognize
But
the voices.
you
are
definitely
different.
know that there's like a difference, like between Umi's like I guess soft, calmer voice, and then there's Nicko.
Pissed me off.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. It's
So, actually, I keep wanting to talk about Wonder Zone, but I want to do this. How did you feel about the Nicko smile?
that was stupid. That was so stupid.
Yeah, well, they explain where that came from in Nico's episode from season 2.
It doesn't matter. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, and that whole thing about the club that existed in their first year, I
Yeah.
swear, do just like none of those people still exist or what? Does it explain the rest of the members of that original club?
I just realized I don't think they do. Just that they left.
Yeah, so like who were the original members?
I don't know. It's not like Nijigasuki where we meet like all of the former members of the club and then they rejoin.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. I thought that like it would just be revealed by the end that like the student council president and the other girl were part of that original club or something, and that's why because she didn't like them when they
Nah,
first...
you're thinking of Love Live Sunshine.
No, but I'm saying Nicko
I know.
said originally that she didn't like either of them, so I thought that might have been because they left.
Yeah.
But they never said it.
Also, there was a line in the dub that I know it had to have been different in the sub. But it's like when they were about to ask Ellie and Katori's mom for permission to participate in Love Live, there's a thing that Nicko says where it's like, maybe she's scared that I'll become a lot more popular than she is.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the line was, but I feel like it was something along the lines of maybe she's scared that I'll be more popular or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Now.
So
You're asking about specific lines. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I know.
specific lines.
Yeah, I'm just saying like a bunch of lines that I thought was funny.
Yeah,
Also-
I don't remember things like that.
What do you think of Rin?
Which one's Rin?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanted my
I also love how that was enough.
I don't know. I like don't have anything negative that I want to attack the character on because nah,
But I'm guessing nothing positive either.
not really.
Okay.
She was just kind of there. She had doubts in the beginning where she was like, I can't be an idol, and then it was like completely gone just after one
Yeah.
conversation. Oh man, I don't think I'll fit into this. Yes, you will. Oh, okay.
I mean, I think Haneo did make it clear she would only join if Rin did too.
Okay? But she could have still been like, but I told you before, and you have this other girl, the redheaded one.
Yeah.
You have her.
Also, I noticed that I don't know if they laid it on as thick in like the Japanese version, but there was like a huge like motif of like, well, what is it you want to do?
What, for her joining?
No, just in general. It's like I didn't realize how much they kept pointing, they kept saying it like the first time I watched it.
Mm. Yeah, no,
But there's a
I
lot of
could see
things
it
like,
being brought up multiple times where they're like,
well, what do you want to do?
yeah,
And that like always like led up to something happening where it's like it was Haneo, Rin, and Maki joining. Then it was the eventual verdict with Ellie, and then Honoka leaving.
and then whatchamacallit, you could also say that for the whole. No, you really couldn't. That's another minor little thing.
Yeah.
Is the whole is the whole you'll never be it, and then she has this club and she just kind of sits in that room. Does she just sit in that room by herself? Like, was that her play for the last 2 years? Was, I'm gonna go sit in this dark room all by myself looking at all my idol stuff?
Yes. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm gonna sit in here for the next 2 years waiting. And none of them. Okay, what time in the school year was this happening? Because it
I
was
don't
like,
know how Japanese school years work
I kind of do.
because by the end of the season, it was almost summer, and
Excuse me?
I don't know
No.
if y'all know this, but in America, if you're listening to this and you're not from America, or like if you're like somewhere where it
Okay,
doesn't
wait,
work this
No,
way,
that makes a lot more sense
for us,
now.
the high school year ends in the summer.
Yeah, no, theirs doesn't. Assassination Classroom made that really clear.
Yeah,
Their
and
school
there's
year
also like,
ends in like April. It's like
yeah,
March or April is when their school year ends.
yeah,
And then
and
they
it's
have
like,
a break and then a new one starts in like
and I
April.
know there's like a lot of like animes where they mention stuff about like summer and winter uniforms and all that.
Yeah, it's because their school year starts in like March or April.
Yeah.
So it being in summer makes a lot of sense because it's only been like 2 or 3 months.
Also, I realize this line might have been in the Japanese version.
Oh no.
And if it was and they left it out of the sub, I'll be so disappointed. But something I wanted Nicko to say during Wonder Zone after they found out that Katori worked at a maid cafe, I wanted her to be like, "That's you? Do you have any idea how much I paid for that autograph?"
They didn't say anything about that.
Because
Unless I completely missed it, because I sat there and I saw that thing and I was like, oh, they're going to bring up the fact that she has that autograph. And they never did. I do not remember them ever bringing that up.
yeah. Also, I wasn't listening the first time I watched it. I just saw that it said like Mina Linsky. I didn't hear this thing about the fact that they were a maid.
Mm.
And you want to know where my mind went when I saw that? My mind went, was Kotori's mom an idol?
Nah. That very much could be a thing.
I mean, I don't know when, if in season 2, if they bring it up there, but apparently Anayo's mom actually was.
Which one's that?
Shy, glasses, Rin's best friend.
Oh, I see.
My second favorite character.
Give me a character description. That's the only way I'll figure out who these people are.
And once again, I know this happened like a few minutes ago, but I love that me just going, yeah, was enough to let you know who
that's a
Rin was.
character trait. The one that used to have glasses but now has contacts, which was really
Yeah.
odd. That's a character trait. Then you've got the main one as a character trait. The
Yep.
shy one is a character trait.
Wait, which shy one? Because that could technically be Haneo or Umi.
The shy one.
Okay.
Character traits: the main one, the shy one, the the stuttery one. Then you have the cat. Then you have the one with that used to have the glasses on, and then you have piano girl. Then you have the president, the vice president,
And the club president.
and then you have the annoying one. There, character traits, all done.
Wait, so do you have Kotori as the shy one and Umi as the stuttery one?
No.
Reverse?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, for Kotori, I would have said the one that's on helium.
Yeah, she was really squeaky.
Yeah. Also, there's a video of her voice actor actually doing helium and then doing the Kotori voice.
Oh no.
And it is hilarious.
It's just even louder. And more screechy.
If you thought that this was my limit, you were wrong. I'm not doing that again, and that's why I'm glad I'm not voicing any characters like that in Danganronpa that I know of.
Helium. Helium's fun.
I think I did helium once. It was alright. It wore off in like 3 seconds, though.
Well, then you're not doing it right.
Yeah, I know.
If you're not about to pass out from helium inhalation, you're not doing it right.
Jesus, mate.
And it just doesn't wear off for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So... Crap. What other things can we talk about?
I don't know. You never... I feel like you had something to say about the maid episode that we never went back to.
Nah, I just wanted to get your general thoughts on that.
Well, it was obviously coming.
Was it, though?
Yeah, no. You just don't watch 13-episode animes. Those are also really common. Just like the school festival. That's always a thing.
Yeah.
Any school. There's school festival, there's a maid episode, there's a beach episode, there's another set. There's the emotional drama at the end.
Okay, but aside from... Wait, hold on. Aside from Blend S and Dragon Maid, which technically they're all of them are the maid episode. Which one... What animes have an episode like that?
An episode like what? A maid episode?
What you just said. Yes.
Assassination Classroom has a maid episode. Hold up, I'm going on my anime list. Because I could tell you that most things have a... We Never Learn had a maid episode. I want to say Code Geass did, but I really don't remember, so I'm not going to say it. I guarantee My Hero did. I don't remember when it was, but I guaranteed it had one. Like, that one definitely had... I'm just scrolling down my list now, and I'm like, there's definitely been a maid episode, and I just can't remember it.
Ooh, were we supposed to watch the OVA?
It was an ONA?
Either way, were we supposed to watch it?
I mean, I did.
Cool.
Because it was lumped in with season 1 on the thing I was watching it.
Oh, not the one from me.
Yeah, no, it was episode 1 through 13, and then it said ONA, and then it said it was grouped with something from their first album or something. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it.
Well, oh wait, this was with Music Start.
It was nice. The Dream one.
I didn't watch it. I didn't even know there was an OVA or an ONA or whatever.
It's an no, okay, it's an OVA on this one.
Yeah,
It says it's an OVA on this one.
yeah. Also, I still don't know how to pronounce the name of Maki's voice actor.
Let me look. Maki's voice actor is.
I don't know if it's
Pile?
like,
It's got to be Pile, right?
yeah, but here's the thing. I know for sure that I heard like them do a show or something, and I'm almost certain I heard them say pile.
It's so the kanji.
I don't
the
know if
kanji.
it's the word or if it's like, is it just the word? Is it just pronounced a different way?
It's okay. So I'm looking at the what is that? The katakana, and that's
That's the pile.
yeah. It's something. That's what it is. It's something.
Yeah.
it's a thing. I'm noticing that
Yeah.
she only appears in like 3 or 4 animes in total.
Oh yeah. Also, a few of these voice actors were in Danganronpa.
Eh.
It's like
this one was in Blend S.
who? Nicko's?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She was Hidari. And that's
then
another reason why Lorenzo will probably never watch this.
Lorenzo, you should watch Blend S. This one was in Black Clover. Lorenzo, you should watch this. You should watch this because one of the people was in Black Clover.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Let's see. Oh. Never mind. She played Hiyoko. That's not it. Okay.
This one was in High School DxD.
Fun.
I'm now just scrolling through them all.
Honestly, though. Also, a lot of these songs are really good.
So,
if you listen to them instead of watching them.
Joey.
If you find it as that much of a problem.
Joey.
Yo.
What did you rate this anime? This one was in another? Excuse me?
You want me to be honest? I would have given it an 8.
Oh. That's fun.
Yeah.
See? You do know how to rate things.
Hey! What, did you expect me to give it a 10?
No! I really thought you'd give it a 9, though.
I considered it.
I kind of thought you'd give it a 9. That means you do know how to rate things, even if you
I
did
considered
give it. Even if you did give it an 8. It didn't quite make it to the 8 level, and because of this show, I had to completely reevaluate my grading scale. So now instead of a scale from 1 to 10, in my mind it is now a scale from 0 to 12. Because that makes this easier for me in my mind.
And do you just divide it to get
I just put it to whatever number it'd be closer to, basically. Because everything above 10 is reserved for only the best of anime.
Okay. So
it's also to give a distinction between more
70%
things.
of 12?
What?
It's 8.4.
So you gave it like an 8 out of 12?
What is 8 at let's divide that. I want to know.
I may or may not have cheated and looked at your anime list to see what score you gave it.
Wait, should have I divided it the other way? How would I go about dividing this?
Take the score you gave it out of 12, divide it by 12, and then like see like what the percentage would be. Like dividing it 8 out of 12 would be
Wait,
6.67%, which
you
rounds
said
to
you
about
went and
7.
looked. You went and looked at my anime list.
Yeah, and I saw that you gave it a number that I don't think I should say right now. Should I say it?
What do you see?
A 7.
It did get a 7.
But is that a 7 out of 10 or a 7 out of 12?
Both.
Uh,
How my system works is it gives a bigger distinction because as I've said before to you at least, a 7 out of at least the original 10 to me is anything I don't have like a major fault with overall.
Damn it.
So
what is it now?
So it's still the same thing. As a 7 is a show that I didn't find particularly enjoyable, but I don't have any problems that were all throughout it that
So what
would
you're
make
saying
me give
is
it a lower score.
my original evaluation over a year ago of I don't think you would hate it was accurate.
Yeah, because there's not very many anime that I hate. There's a few, but there's not many of them I hate, and that's why I need to have it on a score of 0 to 12 now. Because there
Okay.
needs to be more distinction, because there's a difference in a lot of my 7s.
Alright. You hear that, Lorenzo?
Where I don't want to give them 8s, but like, they didn't suck, so they
Yeah.
don't deserve an 8, but they don't really deserve a 7. They deserve like a 7.5. So I made the scale bigger upwards to account for more of a gap there.
Okay, I was gonna do a thing where I ranked all the songs that showed up in this season, but we're running out of time, so can I just rapid fire it?
Rapid fire right now. Go.
Okay, from least favorite to most favorite. Wonder Zone's last, the second version of Start, the 9-person version of Start Dash is second, and then it would be Korakaro no Someday, Bokuro no Live, Kimi to Life, Susume Tomorrow, No Brand Girls, the first version of Start Dash, and if it counts the Maki version of Aishiteru Banzai.
See, so that song, as we were talking about before this, so that song that I don't even consider a song because it wasn't really a song, it was more of just like that is your favorite from the entire season?
Look, Maki's a really good singer, okay?
Okay,
Not my fault, she's amazing.
fine. Okay. Fine.
Anyway, so which one of us wants to say next week?
What is next week?
So,
Lorenzo, do you
assuming
want to say what
Lorenzo-
next week is?
He's gone.
Good point.
So, assuming Lorenzo's back next week, the next episode will be an anime called Hayore Nyaruko-san W.
Is that really what
I
it's
have
called?
no clue anything about the anime. I just know it's apparently about the works of H.P. Lovecraft, and also the opening is catchy AF.
It's the Cthulhu anime. That's the only reason he chose it.
Yeah,
If
and
it
he
wasn't
doesn't
that.
even know if he likes it, is the problem.
I still find it really funny that he chose that because normally I choose something stupid and then he's like, I can't watch this. But now he's chose something stupid, so now he has to go through with this.
And
And-
if he hates it, that means I got this week for free.
What do you mean?
I don't know where I was going with that.
If he
Anyway,
hates,
we have 30 seconds until we hit an hour.
I know. That's. I was
Actually,
trying
no-
not to bring that up, Joey. That
Oh.
there was a point of not bringing that up.
Oh.
Gotta be quiet. You gotta not tell him the plan to make this exactly an hour like we always do. Okay, final thoughts, Joey. Hurry.
I like idol anime, or at least this one.
Eh.